Hello everybody. This isn't really one of my standard technical videos. It's kind of maybe a bit of a vlog, but also just sort of an update as to what I'm getting up to. I didn't have anything that was ready to upload today, so I'm just going to do a quick vloggy kind of thing, I guess, and just bring you guys up to date on some projects that I'm working on. So one of the things I've been working on is this little circuit here. This little guy is what's called a jewel thief, and without getting too deep into the specifics, I'll just take this and throw it together like that, and have nothing happened. Oh, I know why nothing's happening. Okay, so see that LED came on right there? Basically, this is Jewel Thief. Right now, I'm only feeding this circuit. Uh, oops, that was a little too far down. There. At this level, it's still working. So I'm feeding this circuit right now about 0.58, 0.6 volts ish. And it's a Jewel Thief circuit, and I'll be explaining what these are, I think probably next Wednesday. I'll upload the video on this, but I've also added a little light dependent resistor there to turn it on and off just for fun while I was playing with it. But yeah, so this is more of a proof of concept thing, just to make sure that I understand. I've hand wound the transformer here. Let's bring this in just a little bit and see a little better. What else is there to say about it? So that's one of the projects I'm working on, just kind of a proof of concept thing while I'm learning how they work, because I've got some ideas for some variations that I want to play around with. On Saturday, I'll be releasing the video for this thing, which is a little Tesla coil. I'm just doing a little research onto how they work so that I can do a little blurb on how this specific arrangement works for a Tesla coil. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'll be doing a teardown of some LED lamps like this one that you can't knock over. You just bash it and it turns on for 6 minutes. And this one, which is a really very nicely built little USB power bank flashlight. It's not super fancy. It doesn't have a switch or anything in it. Maybe I'll mod a switch into it. But it's actually really well designed. I like it a lot. And I've been doing some experiments with solar lights to play around with them and see what kind of stuff I can do with them as well. These leads are just there so I can charge the thing, because it's been very dreary lately and there hasn't been enough sun to charge these very effectively. So there's that. I don't have any proof of concept stuff to show you guys yet for it, but I'm working on a project where I'll be building, like, I'm hoping like a 100-ish thousand milliamp hour or 100 watt hour solar recharging power bank. I've got a big, huge, I can only show you part of it because it's massive, but I've got a really, really, really big 12 volt solar panel here that I'm going to be playing around with. For that, I've got some teardowns planned, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I uploaded something today. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this. And I've also been playing around with JFETs. If you look here, they're these little transistor looking little things here. They are called JFETs, and well, I'll go into more detail in the video when I finish figuring out what exactly I want to do with them. But right now they're just acting as a constant current source for this LED. I talked briefly about it in one of my postbag videos, but this LED here has been glowing at this point for about 2 weeks on this battery pack. So it's not super bright, but you know, for like an indicator LED or a fake camera or something, you know, That's been running for a really, really, really long time, and there isn't any appreciable heat dissipation coming out of these, so they're interesting. So I'll talk about those when I get around to them. And yeah, I've got a couple more post bags coming in eventually from China, so you'll see those whenever they arrive. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just I've got a lot of stuff in the works, but nothing really ready to show on the channel. So look forward for my Tesla coil video on Saturday. Sunday's video is back to basics resistor color codes for just general YouTube watchers. And for my Patreon supporters, they'll be getting access to back to basics semiconductor doping, where I'll be talking about taking carbon or sorry, silicon and doping it with trivalent or pentavalent compounds to make it useful for things like diodes and transistors. So we're starting to get into that in the Back to Basics videos. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me for this somewhat rambly little blurb. If you haven't already, consider clicking about here for a subscribe button. Right over here, I'll have a video that YouTube thinks you'll find interesting based on your watching habits. Up here is going to be... I guess I'm going to have to start a vlogs playlist, aren't I? And right here will be a link to my Patreon, which if you click there, you can pledge to help me out a little bit each month, and you'll get access to my Back to Basics videos a week early. And I'll be coming up with more benefits for Patreon subscribers as I get more patrons. But at the moment, I only have one, and that's my parents. So, still working on that. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on Saturday with Tesla Coil. Bye-bye.